Hello? We're going live. Gosh. I did not honestly think that we would get to go live tonight, to be honest with you guys. Wow, there was somebody on and then they left. I was like, we see her face and nope, can't do it. Oh. We see her face and nope, can't do it. There we go. All right, if you guys are watching, feel free to join the chat. It's kind of boring if you guys don't join. I'm gonna get comfortable and wait for everybody to climb in because I don't wanna start talking and then everybody's like, I missed half of it because you started too quickly. Hello, Evil. How are you doing tonight? I don't care how many times you fix your hair before you get on camera. When you get on camera, you're just like, yeah, I look stupid. It's all right. I don't know if anybody's going to join tonight because I'm going to be honest with you, this is so random. I had no... Oh, there's somebody new. How are you? It's awesome. I'm going to assume, is this your first time to the live chat, Todd? Sorry, I got an itchy nose. I just realized I'm just away. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Where are you from, Todd? Oh, that's kind of real personal. I'm sorry. I mean, just like roughly where you're from. You don't have to be like specific. I'm from Alabama. All of the randomness. Hello, Sleeping Wendigo, aka Daniel. How are you? Ooh, about rocked myself. Oh, wow, you're from Alabama too? That's cool. I have never heard of that place. Like, is it close to like Birmingham, Mobile, or like Huntsville? I am glad you guys are doing good, and I'm glad that you are happy to be here. That makes me happy. When you guys are like happy that you are here in the live chat or watching a live stream, it makes me happy. I'm sorry, are you usually Covington County? I'm trying to think. Of course, I can just take a second. How's everybody's Wednesday going? For all day I thought today was yes, I live in Alabama. Where I live is unknown to you. I know this is completely random. I usually don't live stream on Wednesdays. Usually I do it on Fridays. But one, I realized I'm not going to be able to get a video out this week, and that really upset me. So I thought, well, we'll live stream it. I'm sorry I'm rocking. I don't know why. I usually don't rock. I'm not usually a nervous person. But also this Friday is a Joji concert. And so I just kind of realized that I may not be live streaming. Actually, it's not that I may not. I probably am not going to be live streaming because I think Joji's concert is at 7. So that's usually around the time I live stream. So I might try to make up with you guys on Saturday. I might try to live stream again. But tonight is just random. There's nothing planned. You are absolutely right, Daniel. That is exactly where I live. Well, thank you, Todd. That makes me feel very good. I always like it when I get feedback. A lot of times people don't give feedback a whole lot on your work. They either leave just a thumbs up and go or a thumbs down and go. So sometimes I don't know if people are really enjoying what's going on the channel. I know the vlogs are up in the air. Everybody's they're on the fence about the vlogs, and that's fine. But I do have a horror vlog that I will be airing next Wednesday, fingers crossed. We've especially set up for you guys. We worked hard to get it done. And they actually had a crew to help me with this one. So they're not professional crew members, but they're a crew and they helped me out. And I'm so thankful for it because I probably wouldn't have got it done without them. I don't know. With working 6 days a week, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm struggling right now. But there are some new things coming next week. Next week, we're going to try to get you guys something new all week, because Halloween is literally next Saturday, isn't it? Like I've lost track of the time. So like literally next Saturday is Halloween. And I meant to ask you guys, are you guys interested in me doing a live stream on Halloween night? Because we're going to have like this big shindig at my house. And I thought about, doing a horror live stream, taking time at the party and doing some live narrations. I think there's going to be a bonfire. There's going to be spooky stories. I've been thinking about making a second one of those, to be honest with you, Todd. Everybody seemed to really like the haunted places in Alabama. I thought about doing another one because from what I understand, there's so many places, and some are just not even mentioned on the internet. If you live in Alabama and it's close to where you live, you find out about it. What was that? It's like something growled at me. Kind of scared me. And then I thought about, if it goes over really good, doing some like from Georgia, from Mississippi, Louisiana, just like the southern states, because I don't know, the southern states don't seem to get as much love. Was it a frog? Okay, well that makes me feel better, because I was like, something's growling at me and there's not supposed to be anything out here. I'm a very nervous person. I'm sorry. Noises bother me. But I thought about, the southern states never get as much love as they should, so I'm thinking about doing that. If I can sit down and get some... I don't think we're going to do a drinking game because, one, I don't drink, and two, there will be kids there, so I'm not promoting the... But we could do, like cranberry drink game. We can still have a drinking game, it just won't be alcoholic. How about that? Because one, I try to promote, yeah, it's nothing bad. It's just, I had a family member that was an alcoholic, and just hearing everybody talk about it was so devastating to them. I don't drink because of that. But, hey, Outrum, how are you doing? I don't know why I raised both hands, but hi. It's been a long day. Okay, let me tell you guys how long of a day it's been. I was up most of the night not feeling great. So I got up, had to go to work bright and early and got the kids ready. Bright and early, got ready for work, get to work, and I'm running a little bit behind. I'm not late, but I'm going to be late if I waste much more time. So I get into the parking lot of park, start grabbing all my junk to get into work, and apparently I dropped my keys in the car, locked the car with the button on the door, and left. I get up to the door of my job, and I go, where are my keys? And I'm like, maybe I dropped them? I look in, and I dropped them in the car. The doors are locked. I don't have a second set of keys because somebody lost the second set of keys. I am literally panicking because I don't have the money to call a locksmith, and I don't know how to pick a lock on a car to get into my car. So I walk into work, I'm like, does any of you guys know how to pick a lock? They're like, oh, well, I'll try. So Willie gets out there, a couple other people try to pick the lock. They can't pick the lock. I'm panicking because, sorry, I was reading the chat, sorry. Luckily, my supervisor, she comes in and she's like, I think my husband has one of those things that can shimmy into a door frame and pop the lock. If he comes out, it'll be no problem. And, didn't hear nothing back. Like 2 hours go by, I'm working. And the whole time I'm working, I'm not thinking about my work. I'm thinking about that I am just up a creek right now. And she comes in dangling my car keys. And I'm like crying. I'm legitly crying because all I could think is that just saved me about $150 of having to call a locksmith. Or another $80 to have somebody make me keys to just, hijack my car. So, yeah. All right, let me read the chat. I've missed some chat. Even we do it with eggnog. Yes, you know what? I think it's almost the season for eggnog to be coming out. I actually like the flavor of eggnog. Oh, they're already selling it? Ooh, I need to check Walmart because I know they already got the mint out and a lot of the seasonal Halloween or Christmas stuff. So I need to check that. I need to check it. Let's see. Daniel said yes to the live stream on Halloween. So we've already got a couple of votes. So we may just go with it. You know, all we need is a couple of votes and we have something going. Why did you mention Slim Jim? Oh, were you going to live stream Friday? Oh, no. Well, if you live stream Friday, you're going to miss the concert if you... Yeah. All right, Todd. Awesome. There's I think the 5th. Yes. And yes, Leon. Hey, how are you? I was hoping I'd see you tonight. Liberate the free bird. Gosh, I should have never told you guys that, but it's all fun. I like it. So what do you guys want to do on this live stream tonight? I have nothing planned. It's completely random. Like me, I'm random. Free bird. Yeah, see, I did the same thing, Evil. I was like, oh man, I'm going to live stream Friday. I'm going to do it probably 7:30-ish, you know, so I can, you know, I like that, Outrun. That was funny. Well, thank you, Todd. Thank you. But I did the same thing. I was going to have a complete live stream Friday. I was excited. And then it hit me. This Friday is the 23rd. So I'm totally totally not going to be. Car key replacement. Car key replacement is actually expensive. If you have the little the specialty key, it could be about $200 to $300. If you have the key with the buttons on it, I think that's $150 to $180. Don't quote me at that. I know my car is not as expensive. Hey, how are you? I like seeing you in the live stream. Thank you. But yeah, a replacement car key would run me anywhere from $80 to $200, they told me. And that would take at least, I think they said 2 days. So my car would have been just sitting there for 2 days. Now I've got a backup car, but it's the family car. And, if I take it to work, I run the big risk of if I don't get off of work in time. So there was a panic today. And I think everybody I work with knew that I was panicking because my job, today felt like a Monday for me. See, I used to be off on Mondays. So I was off Tuesday. Today legitimately felt like a Monday to me. All day long, I was forgetting stuff. I would go in and start doing my job, and I would forget things, just random little things. And they weren't mad at me or nothing, but I just felt so dumb. Because I'm like, I'm usually not this scatterbrained, but my car keys upset me. See, 380, like, I don't have that. And they're like, oh, we could just stay at the hotel. And I'm like, I don't have that either. Okay? The point of me panicking over my keys in my car. And it was so stupid. Like, usually I don't do stuff like that. I'll automatically put my keys in my purse and get out and go into work. But today I was trying to juggle, like, my lunch, my purse, a bag for someone else, change of clothes because I don't want to wear my clothes after I get off of work. So I'm juggling all this junk, and I dropped my keys. I mean, you could just point blank see them just sitting there, plain as day in the seat. So from now on, when I go to get out of the car, I'm going to hook them to the top of my shirt until I get into work. I don't even know if I'm going to lock my car now because of this. I agree, Daniel. Mondays are like my kryptonite. I don't know what it is about a Monday, but I never have good Mondays. Never. Everything bad is scheduled on Monday for me. Yeah, you probably can buy a brand new dodgy car for that. That's fine, Daniel. I'm just the fact that you guys are here is awesome. I never make it mandatory where you guys have to stay in the live chat. It's just optional because one, it gives me something to talk, I can talk to you guys about, and two, I'm pretty boring without you guys. Let's just be honest. So, oh, there's hey, how are you? Are you new to the channel? Because this is awesome. Yes. Yes, Gallows. That is very, very true. I replace my keys, my phone, or something that's important in my purse, in the car. And, well, even if it's not in the car, anywhere. I'm freaking out. I lose my phone more than anything. And see, the phone I have now is the first iPhone I've ever owned. And so every time I lose it, I start sweating and tears well up in my eyes because I don't have that kind of money. Who has the money to replace an iPhone? So, I don't. I don't. You might. I don't. Oh, thank you, Evil. I sometimes feel like I'm a little boring because I do randomly just get off on tangents and start talking about random garbage. And some people find that really annoying. And some people find it really awesome. I find it in the middle for me. Other people can do it and I find it fun, but for me I get a little upset. The key was for Dodge. All of the awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's constantly losing junk. I'm serious. I lose my phone, I lose my keys. I think I even lost a whole purse. Like, I'm sitting there, I set the purse down, I walk off and I come back and I stare and I go, did the thing sprout legs and run away from me? Because I expect that next, and things are now running away from me. It's like, oh my gosh, here she comes, run. So, thank you, Evil. And I can't hush. If I hush, then the stream will get boring. If I just sit here going, oh. I think they make these little things that can hook to your phone or your keys, and you can press a little button and it'll play something. I probably need to do that. I'm not joking, Leon. I probably need to do that. My eye is swollen. I've noticed that one eye is like really open. The other one looks like it's swollen. It is hurting. I accidentally sprayed something in my eye today at work, and it's throbbed all day. Like I said, today was like a Friday the 13th meets a Monday. It's like a Friday the 13th was a Monday. That is how my day went. Okay, I won't talk about myself bad. I will be good, I promise. Or I'll try. I'll try. That's all I can give you right now is I'll try. Alright, I think I ask this every time we get into the live stream. Who all in the live stream knows about Joji? So, we'll go ahead and place that question so I can find out if I'm the only weirdo in this live stream that knows about it. Leon, yeah, I know, Evil, I know you know about Joji, but I've talked about him so much, I think I've brainwashed you into finding out about him. What part are you at, Leon, in The Shining? The Shining is my favorite Stephen King. The Shining and The Stand, I mean, they're right up there, and then It, and then, of course, it just keeps going. I mean, Stephen King has such great books. But for me, something about The Shining, I don't know, I listened to it on an audio book. That doesn't make sense, but anyway, I listened to it on audiobook. Maybe that's what I should be saying. Joji the musician, yes. I'm gonna be honest with you, Daniel. I think The Shining was probably the first book. I think I was in the beginning of college. The first book I ever got and sat down and read it from front to back and loved it. I mean, maybe that's why it's my favorite, is because it's the first that I've ever read. And then, of course, I've listened to it twice on audio book. So, I love The Shining. And I love nothing against Stanley Kubrick's Shining. I like Stanley Kubrick's Shining. I do. But the actual book of Stephen King's Shining is totally different than Stanley Kubrick's version. Stanley Kubrick kind of plays Jack Torrance as just straight up an alcoholic, and just, to me, it comes across a jerk from the beginning of the film. What the heck was that? Hey guys, hold on a second. What was that? Sorry, guys. Sorry. No, it wasn't Kevin. My mom's cat, literally, I got some canned goods today. I went grocery shopping. And my mom's cat literally just knocked all the canned goods and literally strategically, boom, boom, boom. And it sounded like a poltergeist was throwing crap in the kitchen. So it freaked me out because either I thought like my mom had a seizure or something and or a heart attack and fell. All the kids are in bed. So, oh man, I think I just had a heart attack. I'm sorry if I scared you guys. It's just, man, that scared me so bad. Nothing like that's ever happened before, so it legitimately... Okay. No, no, Evil. It wasn't one of the kids. See, I didn't know if my mom's not been feeling good. So... I thought everybody was in bed. That's why I came out here to stream, because I thought everybody was in bed. So when I heard that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be honest with you. If that was a person, I don't know what they were doing. But so for me, I don't know. It scared me. That's all I know. So no, it's not my Kevin neighbor, and it's not Voldemort. We're all good, guys. I'm sorry, but my mom's cat is a jerk. I'm just gonna be honest. I like cats. I've had several cats that were amazing cats, but my mom's cat is a jerk. I'm just not lying. Oh gosh, Leon, don't pick up Jack's personality. Anyway, I was talking about Stanley Kubrick's version. He kind of paints Jack Torrance from the beginning of the movie to the end just a flat out alcoholic jerk. That's the way he comes across to me. But in Stephen King's book, Jack Torrance is a pretty great guy who tries to redeem himself, but the drinking is what makes him the bad person. And so when he goes to the Overlook Hotel, it brings that out in him. So, I mean, even right before the end of the book, well, I don't want to give it away because if you guys haven't watched the book, I'm just going to stop. Just going to, King's version of the film was... Oh, Horror Goddess, have you seen... I think that might be what you're talking about. Stephen King actually did like a little short, like a mini series of The Shining, and I don't know what to think about it. It still didn't do the book justice, and Stephen King wrote the screenplay. It may have been the actors that played in the mini series of The Shining, but they weren't good. I actually like Steven Weber, but I just don't feel him as a Jack. And me and another person got into a big argument because they love Steven Weber and got into a big argument with me saying that they liked him. And I do like him. Oh my gosh, Daniel, you're not lying. From what I understand, the girl that played Wendy was Shelley Duvall. And from what I understand, he was so bad to her that she picked up smoking. Her hair was falling out by chunks, and she would literally just have meltdowns. Like the scene in the bathroom where she's like, you know, like screaming and like throwing, like moving the knife and everything. She was legitimately, he had slapped her or something right before the scene and got her so worked up that scene was authentic. I mean, he literally got her that upset. The scene where she's coming up the stairs and she's just barely swinging that bat and just, go away. They said they'd done that take 100 times until he exhausted her. So I don't know. I don't know what his problem was, because Shelley Duvall to me is a pretty good actress. I thought she was fairly decent as no, Jack Nicholson didn't slap her. Stanley Kubrick. Like from what I understand, Jack Nicholson like really felt bad for Shelley Duvall, but like Stanley Kubrick wrote her. He was mean to her. Ugh. What is my all-time favorite scary movie? Okay, this is gonna sound really weird. He may have been on drugs. I don't know. I don't know. It would explain a lot. But to answer your question, Todd, it's going to be weird. A lot of people, when they ask me what my favorite scary movie is, it is not traditional. It's not the norm. My favorite horror film and I don't even think it's yeah, well, no, it's considered a scary film, is the Cabinet of Dr. Coligari. I know that sounds weird. I know. I'm sorry, but it is a 1920s film. It's black and white. Well, actually, it's not black and white. It has color. It's got like blues and yellows. They changed filters, and it is an old film. Yes. And nowadays, I guess I'm desensitized. I've watched horror movies since I was young. A lot of horror movies to me, like, I can figure them out within the first 10, 15 minutes. Like, that's the killer, that's what's happening, that person's gonna die, then that one, that one, that one. And 90% of the time, I'm fairly accurate on it. Not always, but fairly accurate. And, I don't know. For something about the Cabinet of Dr. Coligari, it puts me off. It was a silent film. But, okay, I'm not really a fan of having to read subtitles or silent films. The Cabinet of Dr. Coligari was probably my first silent film I ever watched. And it's not your stereotypical. It doesn't have the stereotypical music. What's going on in the film was so good, in my opinion, that I didn't even need the subtitles. That they, you know, like they have a scene and then they show talking and then they have a scene again. It's German expressionism as well. So I know it's not the traditional horror film, and a lot of people just kind of stare at me like, couldn't you just said like Jason or Michael or something? I mean, that's would be normal, but I'm not normal. So, yes, it's actually one of its first, actually, because of the Cabinet of Dr. Coligari, it gave such inspiration for like Nosferatu and 3 other films. There's another one I need to look up that they say is equally as good as Dr. Coligari. Can't think of it, but it's before its time as well. That's one thing I liked about the Cabinet of Dr. Coligari. And another film I'm thinking of, I can't think of the name of it. I did a review on it last New Year's, I think. It was in that review. Anyway, I can't think of the name. I'm such a dense today, but they were ahead of their time, and they were, for me, legitimately off-putting. Like, I literally just kind of sat there going, it's creepy. And the music they had playing was creepy. The name of the film I'm talking about is The Cabinet of Dr. Coligari. There's another one that was made in 23 or 28, and I can't think of its name. Ad for Rocket League. Anyway, Todd, what's your favorite horror film? I guess if I had to pick a traditional that everybody would know better, I guess mine would be maybe the Evil Dead series, because you have like the Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. I guess maybe that would be one of my favorites as traditional that people would know about. But non-traditional, my favorite would be the Cabinet of Dr. Coligari. I know that's not normal, and I don't actually mind that it's not normal. A lot of times people ask me questions. In fact, I have a review coming out next Thursday on it, and I go in depth. I talk about it. I can tell you where you can watch it if you want to for free. So, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, I actually like that one too. I love Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love that one. It is one of my favorites as well. I love vampire and werewolf stories, but I'm not talking about like they sparkle type of werewolf story or vampire stories. Clado Verato Nictu, or as he said in Army of Darkness, Clado Ratu. I said it, sort of. Small bits of drinking. I think you're right, Leon. In my opinion, Bruce Campbell is awesome, Daniel, and you were awesome for saying that because a lot of people don't say it. But Bruce Campbell is amazing. He's very underrated. It makes me sad that he's not in more stuff. That's my opinion. You have the original Dracula? I have never watched the original Dracula movie. Somebody I know watched it and said it was boring. And of course, I took their opinion on it when I should have just watched it myself and made my own opinion of it being boring. But I've never seen the original. I've never seen like the original vampire, werewolf, creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, they would have still came back to life. Which here we go, guys. I'm going to ask everybody in the live chat, what is your favorite horror movie? Like Todd, what's your favorite? Evil, what's your favorite? Daniel, Leon, Daniel, what are your favorites? I like that. I think I've read some of it. I think I've read all of it. Yes, you're right. It is incredibly underrated. For some reason, Bruce Campbell is very underrated, and I don't know why. He's not bad. I think he's great at what he does. He's got such a personality that Outrum, are you saying your favorite movie is Tommy Knockers? Like your favorite horror movie or like your favorite Stephen King movie? I'm not sure. And I'm not like judging you on, I'm just asking the question. I know that sounds like I'm judging, like that's your favorite. I don't mean it like that. Ooh, Amityville Horror, the original or the remake? This is where we have to ask that question. The original or the remake Amityville? I like the Michael Myers movies. I do like them. I can't get past the second. I just never have time to get to the third. I've seen them, but I've seen them so long ago I don't remember. Yes, the original Amityville is very awesome. Cabin in the Woods, Cabin in the Woods. Is that the one by Josh Whedon that has the guy that played Thor? I like that. If that's the one you're thinking about, I like that one. That was actually really interesting. Children of the Corn, I've actually finished it, but Lord, it was probably 10, I'm going to say generously 5-6 years ago I watched it. I don't remember it. I need to watch it again. Yes, there's like 8. There's one Amityville. Okay, I don't know if you guys watch Phaelus, but he did this one. It's about it's an Amityville horror, and it's about a lamp. I don't know. It's a haunted lamp, and Phaelus. I've never watched the movie, but Phaelus reviewed it enough that I would only watch Phaelus's version of that movie because I don't know. Schindler's List technically can be considered a horror movie. Let's just be honest. No, and you're not weird. Hold on a second. I said something that Daniel said. Yes, okay. Then Daniel, you're right. I liked Cabin in the Woods. It was definitely different. I don't think it was one of those movies that I started to peg the movie, but it didn't come out. But I have to quote a line from Cabin in the Woods. I don't know if any of you, the rest of you guys have seen Cabin in the Woods, but they're like, they have a board up and they're like, they release certain things and they bet on who's going to win. And it's like, at one point, this guy turns around and goes, and it's the Buckners. I don't know why, but that made me laugh way too hard. So, yes, Daniel, you're right. Children of the Corn is boring, yet it's interesting. And maybe that's why I don't remember it. Because it didn't catch that. So, I think Todd left. I was asking him, okay, wait a minute. My phone's dying, guys. Hold on. Hold on a second. My phone's dying, and I don't know why it's not, oh, we may not be live streaming for much longer, guys, because if my phone just up and dies. I hope you guys are still there. Okay. Did we go off, or are we still on? Because, I hope we're live streaming. Yeah, Voldemort's draining it. Okay, we're still going. Okay. I don't know. I had to reach up and manually get the camera to working. But Todd, if you get back in, I asked you what was your favorite horror movie, because I was just curious. Usually Boggs is in the chat. I don't think he is tonight because usually I do it on Fridays, not Wednesdays. But he mentioned last time we had a live stream, he mentioned Stalker. And I'm going to be honest with you. I will have to say this. It's, again, not a traditional horror movie. But I will say Stalker is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to sit down and review it because I own the movie. I own the Criterion Collection one, I believe. So, there's just something about Stalker. I remember the first time I watched it, I got halfway through and I fell asleep, which was really unfair to the movie. And the second time I made, like, I'm going to sit through this movie because I always like to try new things. New food, new movies, everything. And I made it through this second time, and I was so glad I did. There was so many scenes in Stalker. It's just mesmerizing, the directing, the acting. Sometimes, even though they had subtitles, I don't know, they were just so charismatic, and it felt real. I love watching films that feel real. And a lot of times you don't feel that anymore with movies. The actors just want to look cute or hot and, die, But anyway. Has anybody talked to Boggs? I don't think I've talked to him since last week, so. Leon, I have never watched A Quiet Place, and I don't know why. I think there's 1 and 2. I've never watched either ones. Outrun 13 Ghosts is stinking awesome. I love 13 Ghosts. Totally Shalhoub is in that one, Daniel. I love the writing in that one. It comes across a little campy, but really, if you look at some of the writing and some of, like, the lore that they tried to... Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. I was saying you were right. That 13 Ghosts has Tony Shalhoub in it. I was saying you were right. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting sometimes I talk a little too much. And when I do, my words kind of mumble together. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even check to see if anybody else was live streaming. I just kind of... I have never read that one. I've seen the adaptation into film, and it was bothersome watching it. I couldn't imagine reading it as well. It just seems just too much for me. I can't do it. And if you guys notice, tonight we're not drinking sweet tea. We are drinking Code Red. It's about the only way I'm going to get through my day today. Somebody's messaging me on Twitter. Nobody ever messaged me on Twitter except when I'm live streaming. Then people message me. Half the time, nobody ever looks at me sideways on Twitter. I'm not a big advocate of Twitter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a big advocate of Twitter. I like Instagram. I think I would even choose TikTok over Twitter. Twitter is just too much drama and too much high school for me, and I ain't in the mood for it. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I thought you were, because I said your name after I said what I said. I thought maybe I messed up. I'm trying to think of another horror film that doesn't get quite the attention that it should. And as usual, my brain kind of just goes, I'm trying to think. I'm not over. I've seen a couple of the Jason films. The more of the original was good, but when you get into like Jason 13 and on, I'm just like. Okay, I will. I don't know. We're gonna try to go. I said I'm gonna stop. Like I was gonna go from 8 to 9, but I always get to live streaming and it goes so awesomely. And that's not a word, but I'm making my own words up tonight. That will just keep going until people start dropping off one by one. Oh my gosh, I agree with you, Horror Goddess. I agree with you. The opening to It Too bothered me on many levels. Many levels. It Too bothered me. Thank you, Horror Goddess. Thank you. Oh, my doggo is asleep. I think my doggo has been having seizures, and randomly he'll have one and he'll just go sleep for a while. So yeah, I agree, Evil. I agree. Try to make sure I don't. Twitter is nothing but... Oh, yeah. I agree, Daniel. Twitter is nothing but idiots who think that they're better than everyone else. You have their little cliques where they're like, this is my clique. And if you try to message, like, be friendly. Like, hey, I retweet, like, you retweet their videos. And they almost act like it's expected of you. Like, you're just supposed to do that for me. And some of the bigger YouTubers bother me right now so bad that I just can't. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna get off that because I'm fixing to get into some straight up politicking about YouTube and Twitter, so I'm just gonna get off. Yes, Daniel, you were right. The Jason movies got campy, and let's see. I can see how it would. I really could, Horror Goddess. I could see how that opening... I don't know what they were thinking. I'm going to be honest with you. When they did that opening, I was floored. I mean, I know that it's similarly in the book, but I honestly didn't think that they would put it into the movie. I really didn't. And I guess they thought to make up for the opening that they would change one of the characters later in the book to be like, you know, I don't know. It upset me. It legitimately upset me. I don't know why they put it in the movie. It bothered me. And I think that's why I've never finished it chapter 2. Like, I really never really finished it. It just disturbed me. Oh yes, all of you guys are awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys are the reason why I work so hard to try to keep my channel up. Because I'm just gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for you guys, I might have quit back December 2019 period from YouTube. I had a lot of stuff going on prior to that. And it just got to be so much that, you know, I found out around Christmas time that I had a condition that stress makes so much worse. And there was so much drama going on with, like, YouTube and Twitter that it just felt like the passion for what I was doing was dwindling. I just didn't want to do it anymore. And, you know, come January, I started feeling guilty because I legitimately love YouTube. Like, I love being on YouTube. I don't actually like YouTube, but I like being on YouTube. And I started feeling guilty. Like, you know, I missed it and I wanted to come back. And then some personal things happened the end of January. And then February, I had a car accident, and it was really bad. It was probably worse than I actually told people it was. Some more personal things happened. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And quarantine happened, and we started quarantine. And I think when quarantine started, I didn't have really much anything to do but homeschool and be at home. And I thought, this might be a good time to rethink my YouTube channel. And that's why we have vlogs. That's why we have reviews. That's why we have music reviews, movie reviews. We still have horror. Because I think with my channel, I don't want to be just a horror narrator. I want to be whatever I want to be, and I want to make people happy. And that's what I've always wanted to do. So if it wasn't for you guys, I believe that I would have quit a long time ago, because, like I said, December, I made up my mind without telling anybody that I was done. I was done with YouTube. I was done with Twitter. I was done with everything. And then January, people started messaging me and saying, hey, what happened? Where are you? And it made me cry in a good way, not a bad way. It made me cry because, you know, sometimes you get down and you kind of think like you're invisible. Like, people is just not noticing that you're trying. You're trying to bring stuff. And you guys are the reason why I was like, nah, I'm not giving up. We're gonna write. It's what's that saying? We're gonna ride or die, guys. We are going to do this, and we're gonna do it until YouTube, I guess, bans me at this point. And then I may start another channel and just keep going. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see, what have I missed? Let's see. Yeah, you're right. I love campy movies because you can have fun with them. But with Jason, it's like, mm-mm. Yes, thank you, Evil. Yeah. Whew. Thank you, Evil. You're right. Do not forget, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe wherever it's at. I don't know where we're at on this platform, but hit subscribe. We're probably down below. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit the little bell, and leave a comment. Even if you're in the live chat, it would be really great if you guys would leave a comment after the video, because for some reason YouTube feels it's hilarious that we have to do all this shenanigans for the algorithms to pick it up and be like, yeah, she's pretty good. We'll kind of float her videos around. TikTok's about the same way. I can't figure that out for nothing. One minute I'm getting like 60 views, the next minute I'm getting 200, 600. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong or right? I give up. We're just going to do it, guys. It doesn't really matter about the views. It's about, even if one person sees it, we're all good. Oh, Evil, thank you. Well, that makes me feel real good that I'm encouraging other people to keep going as well. Daniel, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad for you guys. I'm straight up not sucking up to you guys or nothing, or I'm just straight up being honest. You guys have made this journey on YouTube worth it. I know a lot of people, they talk about their millions of subscribers, and I'm thinking, you know, you may have 1 million subscribers, but do they all feel about you? Like, for example, I've got somewhere, I don't know what, I don't even check really anymore how many subscribers I have, because it just doesn't matter to me, because that's not what I'm in it for. But it's like, as you get older, you talk about like when you're in high school and you're like, I got hundreds and hundreds of friends and everybody's messaging me and I'm so popular. But then when you get older, it's like, even if you only have a handful of friends, you cherish them because they mean something. They're not there because it's they want something. They're there because we're friends. So I guess that's the way I look at it. So when these bigger YouTubers are like, oh, look at my millions of subscribers, I'm like, yeah, but does your 1 million subscribers give you the same feelings for yourself that the people I have that are subscribed to me? Because, I mean, I get the warm and fuzzies. Do you feel that with your millions? I'm not talking about popularity. I'm talking about actual, you know, feels. I need to watch It Chapter 2. I need to stop being so... Somebody's actually asked me to review the It miniseries and It Chapter 1 and 2, and I just... I don't know. Anyway. I agree, Horror Goddess. I would rather have 5 people that are amazing than 5 million people who are just there because it's popular or you're it right now. So that, you know. Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you. YouTube and Instagram, I love YouTube, Instagram. TikTok's actually doing pretty good. Twitter, I'm just kind of over Twitter. I know I post there randomly because I just don't feel Twitter. I just don't. It may change. And it's bad as I used to be a great advocate of Twitter. Twitter's so awesome. And I'll tell people, hey, if you need to message me on Instagram, because 10 out of 10, I probably ain't going to ever see your messages on Twitter. I probably won't. Oh, Outrum, I love you. I agree, Daniel. It's, when you become a YouTuber, it should not be about the numbers. And I see that so much. Everybody's like, the numbers, the numbers, the numbers. Numbers are great. But, I mean, like, for example, I have, I think, somewhere close to 5,000. I think the last time I checked, somewhere in there. I used to, when I first started, we used to check it, like, every day. Like, it was the holy grail. Like, if the numbers went up, my day was made. But now I'm like, if people subscribe, that's great. I really would like you to subscribe, but I would rather, you know, if you're going to subscribe, come back. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I legitimately mean, please, I want to talk to you because I really do want to talk to you. Not just like, hey, your number, thanks. No, no. Yeah. I asked the same question, Evil. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Leon, I'm not saying that a lot of people like that do subscribe to bigger YouTube channels, like they legitimately like them. But I don't know. But you ever notice like not all big YouTubers, but a lot of bigger YouTubers are straight up the numbers, and numbers are great, but I don't want numbers to dictate what I'm going to put on my channel. I don't want numbers to dictate. Kevin's out. I don't want numbers to dictate what's great and what to do or what I should do with you guys. So that's, I guess maybe that's what I should say. I stay on Twitter, Evil, just because supposedly it's supposed to be a great place to support your work. I guess. I like TikTok. I actually kind of do. I know a lot of people, they really kind of crap on TikTok. I don't know. I kind of like TikTok. It's interesting because I can post a lot of my funnier videos that I can't post on YouTube because of music or whatever. So, I do too. I don't know what happened. Like, these people subscribed and I don't know. When I subscribe to a channel, I usually go back to it. Why subscribe? But don't unsubscribe. Please don't. Please don't. Um. No, Evil, I didn't. I didn't. Remind me to do it tomorrow. I am so bad. People, like, I want to work with you, and I'm like, yes! And then I just, I feel like I'm not dependable anymore. I really do sometimes. Yeah, there's 10 people in the chat. Yeah, there's 10 people. Yeah, I was about to make a funny joke. You know, like in Bram Stoker's Dracula, like you start hearing like wolves or whatever in the background, and he's like, "The children of the night, what sweet music they make." I was about to make that joke, but I thought that's just so corny. So just really, they're a symbol of. Well, let's put it this way: if Flag's coming, I hope he's Alexander Skarsgård's flag. So let's just do it that way. Yes, thank you, Evil. I'm gonna be honest with you. Twitter is just 21. Oh my gosh, you about made me die on that one. 21 if you count my split personality. Actually, Gallows, I'm gonna be honest with you, getting back to sometimes it can spark an old like a channel that may be falling dormant because they feel like nobody's paying attention. You can comment on one of their videos and it might spark them like, hey, somebody's still watching, somebody's still paying attention. Because sometimes it does me. Like, I have people commenting on videos that I uploaded 3 years ago just now, and it sparks me into wanting to try even harder because I'm like, hey, people are finding videos that I uploaded 3 years ago and they're like, dang, that's good. So, oh, they did? I don't like coyotes. We have a fenced in backyard because of them. And they don't usually come too close up here, but we got a little dog, and I'm gonna be honest with them, coyotes would shred my little poofy. So, yes, true. I'll be asking Flag, hey, can you protect me? Somebody's following me on TikTok. Thank you. Oh, that makes me happy. I always love that notification. Because I am trying to build my TikTok up to go with my YouTube channel. Because I figure maybe on YouTube we could do horror. And on TikTok we could do comedy. We'll see. Let's see what we can get done. Of course, right now I got horror on my TikTok. So, my TikTok can be whatever I want it to be, can't I? Thank you. You know, I'm really glad. I have not wrote a story in so long. And I forget how much I love to write until like somebody comments on one of the older videos that I wrote. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then I tell them like, hey, yeah, I wrote this. And they're like, so it makes me, no, the podcast is still going, Todd. We're still going. I guess maybe, you know, we could do that. We could just mix and match. I think an older YouTuber did that. They did comedy with like with lore in it. So you're not fat. You're cuddly. That's what you're supposed to say, Evil. Because in that case, I could say that I'm fat, but I'm just going to say I'm cuddly. We'll just go with that. I guess for girls, we don't say cuddly. We say curvy. I don't know. Guess there's a different way. I know, Evil, you originally were like, Lily, I don't have a TikTok. And I'm like, oh, get it for me. And you did it to subscribe. Next thing you know, you're uploading, and I'm like, it's addictive, isn't it? I'm fluffy. I'm fluffy. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get the monkey shines for the night, so I don't know it. But Todd, earlier, I asked you asked what my favorite horror movie was, and I said what mine was. And then I asked you, Todd, what was your favorite horror movie? The rest of us have been kind of going back and forth with it. So, really, Outrun, are you number 249, like, subscriber? Because that's awesome. How do you guys know that you're what number you are? Because, like, when I subscribe to other people's channels, I've never paid attention. I've had somebody message me and say that I was number 100 for them, and I was like, you know, that may, or number 1,000 or 5,000 or something. So, but how do you guys know? I don't keep, like I said, I don't keep up with numbers. I really don't. I don't even think YouTube doesn't even give me a notification when I get a new subscriber. I just have to like randomly check YouTube Studio on my phone and to check and see if like any videos got flagged. That's not fat. It's not fat. Of course, I have a weird perception of fat. I think fat is if you look good, you feel good. Not husky, but fluffy. Good one, Daniel. I like that one too. My philosophy is people trying to tell everybody what body weight they need to be needs to shut up. There is no... Nobody should tell you what your body weight should be. It's what you feel comfortable with. If you feel that you're fat, then if you want to change it, change it. If you feel that you're fine, nobody should tell you what you are. I'm going to stream for a little longer because I'm enjoying it and everybody else is still here. Usually when they start dropping off, I'm like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Really? That doesn't surprise me, Daniel. I don't know what it is about YouTube, but they don't seem to want to help people grow bigger. And I think that's really dumb because some of these people upload complete random stuff, like a minute clip of something, and they have millions of views, and I'm like, they didn't even do nothing. That's something they just real quickly just shot and uploaded, and they have 1 million views, and I'm sitting over here like working my butt off, editing, and I've got, you know, 1,000 views, which is not nothing to sneeze at, but I'm just saying. You're right. You're right. Horror Goddess, you're very right. And I think what aggravates me is a lot of the people that are shaming other people for body types, if you see pictures of themselves, like, you know, as a horror narrator, if you get into like a group chat, they randomly will post pictures of themselves to kind of give an idea who is who in the group. And if you see some of the people who shame other people, see pictures of them, you just sit there and go, You know, I wouldn't shame another person, but I don't expect them to shame me either. There was one particular horror narrator loved to shame me for everything. My narration skills, my body skills, my body type, my personal choices, uh, just everything. She just shamed me. Just was very condescending, very rude. And finally one day she posted a picture of herself in the chat and I went, okay. And I kept my mouth shut because I'm not the type of person to be intentionally mean unless you provoke me. But I remember just sitting there going, and you shame all these other people. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that channel, Leon. And you're right, Daniel. YouTube loves to mess with people. They just love it. I think they actually, that is their fascination is messing with people. I'll look that one up. The Little Fears channel. I'm gonna look that one up. I'm interested. I'm not big. I'm not gonna like name names. I'm not gonna be mean because to me I feel like, what's the point? That's my point. Is what's the point if you go and attack? Hi, how are you? If you go and attack another person, I don't feel good about myself, to be honest. I don't. It makes me feel trashy, makes me feel bad. Now, I'm not going to say that I've never done it. Let's be honest, people get to the point where you snap and you finally have enough and say things to people. But for the most part, I just can't, because you have one or two options. You attack somebody and you got out what you needed to say, but get to feel guilty about it, because I'm the type of person I am. I feel guilty about everything. And then the other option is you attack this person for good reason, and then they oh, sorry. My brain just left. But anyway, I don't know. Usually if you attack another person, they'll turn it and they become the victim. And I'm just not into drama. I left high school. I'm out of high school. I don't want to be a part of I don't want to be part of that anymore. I don't want to be a part of drama if I can help it. What did I miss? Yes, there is sometimes when people comment, Daniel, that like you can tell that they're concerned, or but then there's these times that people make comments and you pretty much know that they're being rude. But see, for me, I always try to watch it because I do have a tendency to get kind of worked up about a comment, and then I'll read it 12 more times and go, well, I don't think they may have not meant what I think they're meaning, so I'm just gonna, anyway. Let's see, what have I missed? Twitter is a bunch of mean girls. What do I do for a living? Oh gosh, it got deleted. I think he changed his mind. I'm sorry. I was fixing to answer your questions. I was laughing about the comments that you made. Wov PE. I was laughing about your comments because I know you were joking. It didn't upset me, and I'm not upset by it. I thought it was funny, so it's okay. What I do for a living? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Daniel. What happened to his comments? I knew you were joking. I didn't think that you were actually being ugly because you said just kidding. So it was fine. You don't have to delete your comments. I wasn't mad. I was fixing to address them, but I just didn't want to. I jumped from one tangent to another tangent and forget. What do I do for a living? It's debatable. I really would like to, I guess Love PE, I think that's his name. Oh, was he being rude? I think he was just joking, Evil. I think it was just a joke. Because he said, you know, like, you're ugly, and he's like, just kidding, you're cute. I think he was just joking. I think he was. Maybe not. I don't, like I said, I don't read context very well. So, I mean, there's sometimes people have been rude to me, and I never picked up on it. And then there's been times people have not been rude to me, and I was like, it's okay, Evil. Put the katana up. It's all right. It's okay. Really, to be honest with you guys, there's really not much that somebody can say to me that actually offends me anymore. I've lived through some stuff that I've had worse things. Oh, he wasn't joking. He was being rude. Okay, you guys know what you're talking about. I'll go with it. It doesn't bother me. Oh, I didn't see any of these things that he said. I didn't see where he said to shut up and demanded an answer. And I didn't see where he called me by. Okay, I didn't see that, guys. So, like I said, you guys know what you're talking about. I didn't see it on here. So maybe he got banned before, maybe he got banned before I got to see any of them. I don't really care. There's not much that you can say to me that's going to make me mad. I lived in a relationship where there was a lot of things that was said pretty bad. So, I trust, like Daniel said, I trust y'all's judgment. If you guys read it, I'm not saying that you're lying. But to be honest, it doesn't bother me, because if he thinks I'm bi, is that supposed to be offensive? I mean, I think my sexuality is none of his business. So, okay, I'll look back later. Telling me to shut up and answer you. I'll answer you when I get to it. I usually try to answer everybody's questions when I get to it. I'm not going to be rude to anybody else if they had questions before you. Calling me bi, if that's supposed to be offensive, then good for you, my friend. I've been called worse. I don't think being called bi is supposed to be offensive. I forgot Outrum and Evil, you both are moderators, so you guys can probably say things. I trust y'all's judgment. So, yeah, I'm not, no way, shape, or form saying Evil and Outrum that I don't trust y'all. I just didn't see those comments. Apparently you guys banned him before I got a chance to read it, which I guess is a good thing. Yeah, I've been called worse. I've been called a lot worse. I've had worse things said about me. I've called myself worse things. But if bi is supposed to be offensive, I feel sorry for you if that's supposed to be offensive to call somebody that. But okay, whatever. Oh, he called me oh, that doesn't bother me either. In fact, the other day I got called the B word. And I said, thank you. It's a great compliment, because in the world we live in today, it's good to have moxie. Like I said, not much things bother me. That person may have been my ex. So that sounds like something my ex would probably do, or have somebody do for him. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. Like I said, I think I made a video on haters, and this, not to quote an earlier YouTuber, but usually people who comment like that are a troll living in their mom's basement, heavy breathing as they type, you know, type of sound. So it don't bother me. They apparently had a worse day than me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wov PE or Wov P. Actually, I think your name is supposed to be Wov P. So if you love pee that much, go pee somewhere else. Yes, I did make a video on haters. It's a vlog. What did I call that video? I don't honestly remember. Hold on a second. I upload videos, and I title them something different than what I originally meant them to be. You know, it's all about the title. You have to make sure your title's catchy. And if you don't, I'm sorry, I got the heartburn hiccups. I think so. Let's see. Let me scroll down. Let's see. Well, I thought I did. It might be, it was 4 weeks ago. It might be Lily Vlogs, Drama, Love, and Inspiration. I think it might be that one. I think it is. I think it's that one. Yep, I think it's that one. It was uploaded 4 weeks ago. So yeah, like I said, I already addressed haters and people like that. I don't... Yeah, I would like to see it. It's kind of, actually, it's nice hearing somebody else say that they had an abusive ex. It helps hearing. Good. Well, see, I'm glad you guys know better than I do about my stuff. I think the one about drama, love, and inspiration is actually just straight up about, I think it was just straight up about haters and trolls. The one you're talking about, I think, is Drama Alert. That's about family and just drama going on. I think that's the one you're talking about. Hi, Chant Box. There's a lot of new people on the live streams tonight. I don't know if I picked a really good night to live stream or somebody's passed my links around or something. I'm not sure. I usually have a phone that I can read stuff with. How are you doing, Chant Box? How are you on this Wednesday? My Wednesday felt like a Monday, so I hope you did not have the same Wednesday as me. Wasn't bad, but it was just it felt like a Monday. If Friday the 13th and Monday had a love child, that is how my day went. So, but it's not something that we can't bounce back from. So, we're all good. I don't know, guys. We'll live stream for about 15 more minutes because I've got to get up and go to work again. What's a ballad selfie? And why are they illegal? See, I'm really out of the loop. I mean, people... 3 a.m. Thursday morning? My goodness. Oh, wow. It is actually 9:16 here, and it's still Wednesday. Okay. Now the next question is, why is it illegal? Takes... Oh! Oh, okay. I can see why it might be illegal, because the point of going in to vote is it's private. Nobody's supposed to know what you voted. So I could see taking a picture of it and a ballad selfie. Duh. If you ever want to feel dumb, just ask a question and then you'll be like, yep, I felt dumb. Yeah, I could see why that's illegal. Oh, cool. We don't get nothing for voting here. I just realized I got silent. I'm sorry, guys. I was reading the chat and then it hit me like, you're just dead quiet. I'm sorry. I do random stuff like that. Like, I'll be talking and then all of a sudden I'll get really quiet and people are like, you all right? Yeah, good. Good. Great. I'm scared now who all's going to come into the live chat, because after the last person, I'm trying to figure out why on God's green earth that I just randomly am getting like a random person that I've never met before just jump in and be rude like that. That does concern me a little bit. You got a sticker? That's usually what we get for voting, is stickers, nothing else. You're joking, Daniel. I hope Flag does watch over the chat. Watch over the chat, Flag. I've only voted a couple of times. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not big on politics. So honestly, when I start complaining about candidates, usually I didn't vote for them because I didn't vote at all. And then there's times I do vote, but I don't ever tell people when I do or don't because I don't do it for attention. Oh my gosh. Selling pictures of their body to get certain people to vote. Yeah, it's just trolls. It's not going to bother me because you have two options on the troll part. One, it's somebody has decided to make a fake account to be rude. And then there's other people, I just got it. Somebody went to write B-I and they weren't calling me bi, they were calling me a witch with a B. I understand now. I'm slow sometimes, guys. Like I said, I'm not, lewds for votes. This is my fans only account for voting. Oh. Oh my gosh, guys. Random lights keep coming on in my house. It's freaking me out because everybody's supposed to be in bed. So either I've got a random person strolling the hallways turning lights on, or somebody's not asleep. My guess is that somebody's not asleep because, as far as I know, our house isn't haunted. So, but the house I used to live in was haunted. I believe Satan lived there, but anyway. Yeah, it is illegal for them to do that. Yeah, just give them the boot. Oh, wow. Criminal charges, man. I'm glad I'm just do normal things on the internet. Although recently somebody found my TikTok and from where I live and called my mom. I'm a grown butt adult. I'm not joking. I'm not a teenager. I am a grown butt adult. Called my mom and proceeded to ask my mom, do you know what your daughter's doing on the internet? My mom proceeded to say, no, I don't keep up with my daughter, what she does on the internet anymore. She's a grown adult. I'm pretty sure she can handle herself. And they proceeded to start telling my mom how I made some type of a clown video. I deleted it. I shouldn't have. The clown video talking in a British accent. And I guess I made a joke that they felt was distasteful. That something about like, it was a full-on joke. And everybody that watched it knew it was and commented that they knew it was a joke. But they called my mommy. They called my mommy. Yep. Because I was dressed in clown makeup, which was an app on TikTok. The app changed my face into a full-on clown. And I was talking in a British accent and said something about, to be or not to be. And I did to kill or not to kill. That is the question. And did like a sinister laugh. And I'm a horror narrator, mind you. So I do horror things. And they were highly offended. This got sent to them. And they were highly offended. And I was like, and when I come home from work, my mom was like, what do you do on your TikTok? And I looked at my mom, was like, I make funny videos. And she's like, what do you do? What funny? And I was telling her something. She's like, did you make a clown TikTok? What did you do? And I explained it to her. And my mom was like, oh my gosh, I got a call for that. And I'm like, a call for what? And she's like, I got a call that you were being distasteful on TikTok. And I went, do you know the definition of distasteful would be to be a grown woman who has a child stripping on TikTok or something like that? Not making a clown video and trying to show off that I can do an accent. My mom was so angry. She was like, why am I getting phone calls about my grown daughter? And I'm like, I don't know, Mom, why do you take the phone calls? I would hung up. But anyway. My mom doesn't really care. My mom knows what kind of daughter she raised. She knows that I'm not an idiot. She knows that I'm not going to do bad things on the internet. I was raised better. She also knows that I'm like, you know, I voice over and act and do horror. She knows that I do weird comedy, and she knows the kind of taste in comedy I have. So she's not really worried about it because she knows what kind of person I am. And she knows that I do get embarrassed easily. So my mom knows. But anyway. Yeah, somebody literally looked up my mom's number and called her to tell her about it. And I was like, I kind of felt cringy for them. Like that they actually had the guts to call someone and be like, your daughter did this. I could see if maybe I was 14 or 15. Even at 14, 15, my mom would have been like, it is like a creeper. I'm going to be honest with you. My ex and some of that stuff, for one reason, they keep up with me great deal on my social media. They tried to friend me. They tried to screenshot things I'm doing and send it to people. And I just find that really just ridiculous. You know, but anyway, I'm not going to get on that. That's interesting, Leon. Oh my gosh, horror goddess. Oh, Evil went to put his child, his son, to bed. He'll be back. It won't take. It'll usually take very long. Usually, tonight might be different. I could see me doing like, your daughter started a fans only account. She's dressed up as a clown and she's eating cake and laughing. Evil went to put his son to bed. He'll be back. It's about that time. I'm wondering now how many times people have come into the chat and the moderators have seen things before I haven't and cut them off, which is actually really good. That's really awesome that I don't get to see the comments because I really don't care. But I think that's awesome that you guys caught that before I got a chance. That half of us didn't get a chance to read them. So, because nobody needs that drama. I don't think Chatbox got banned. I don't think he did anything. Unless he did something I didn't see. He may have just was stopping by to see what the channel was about and go on. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's why I drink coffee. Oh, you're spooked. Why are you spooked? I don't see him in the chat either, but he may have just commented. He may be listening. So, I don't know. I don't care as long as it's not another troll. I'm not in the mood for that. Trolls don't bother me, but I don't have the patience anymore. He may just be listening. Or maybe he got scared because after he showed up we were talking about trolls. He may have thought we were talking about him. Which chat box, we weren't talking about you, but right before you joined the chat, we had somebody stop by the chat and got really cranky and got banned before we got a chance to finish seeing what he had to say. Laura, I'm getting so tired. People are calling me and leaving me text messages that I'm owed a ton of money. And I know it's just a scam. I'm glad you guys read all of it. I'm really glad. Yeah, that was uncalled for, but look at his name, though. He loves P. It's all in the name, my friend. It's all in the name. Sometimes you can tell right off the bat, as soon as you see somebody's name, you're like, I just realized I'm rocking nonstop again. I'm sorry. I'm not much of a rocker. But, I don't know. Some nights I get the jitters. Of course, I drank a whole Code Red in the last couple hours, so I'm just hoping I get sleep for work tomorrow. Also, Todd came into the chat, and Todd left the chat, and Todd came back, and then he left again. I keep asking him if he likes what was his favorite horror movie. And chat box, if you're still in the Boggs, you are here. You missed a troll, Boggs. I wish you would have been here. You could like gave him what for. Apparently they got real snooty booty in the chat, and Outrum and Evil snipped it off. They saved me from having to read their snooty booty attitude. Yeah, for real. Yeah, we were mentioning you about 30 minutes ago. We were all like, "Where's Boggs? Where is he at?" Because I mentioned Stalker, and I was like, "Where's Boggs?" Yeah, his name was Wov P, and he apparently just I guess he just had a meltdown in the middle of the chat and was like demanding that I stop talking and answer his questions. And when we didn't, he got all at me. And I didn't get to read any of it, and I'm glad I didn't. Outrun and Evil karate chopped that one right off the bat, and I'm thankful for it. Because I'm not in the mood. It's Wednesday, people. You know, chill. Chill, my friends. Chill. I don't know about you guys, but I only have one day off a week, and it's on Tuesday. And I'm doing fine. So chill if you're, you know. Oh, cool, Boggs. I usually do too. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've gotten some comments on some of my videos. And I commented back, and I was just like, somebody was like, I think I made this comment in the drama, love, and inspiration video I made. Somebody left a comment, was like, I wish you would just, you know, would jump off a cliff or something like that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I wrote, I wish you would stop breathing. And I was like, I wish you would fall off the face of the earth, but we don't always get what we want, okay? And I love it because they usually get so offended that you commented that back after they told you to stop breathing. But you said, I wish you fall off the earth. And they're like, like, what did you expect me to say? Oh my gosh, I need to stop breathing. It don't happen. Oh yes. Evil and Outrun, they use their special karate chop, and it was super effective. I agree with you, Daniel. It was super effective. They were so quick, I didn't even get to read it, and I'm so thankful. It was like shooting a gun, and it was a blank. So, Wov P shot his gun off, it was blanks, and we all were lucky because Outrun and Evil had special tactics. Yeah, I'm just glad half the other chat didn't see it, because nobody else needs to see it either, because it's just ridiculous. No, imagine Wov P was probably a Kevin. He just struck me as a Kevin. I don't know. Struck me as a Kevin. What? Karen threw a dog at some... Hey, Evil, we were all asking where you were at. We're complimenting you and Outrun for karate chopping the troll tonight. Which I gotta ask, Chatbox was in the comments earlier, and did he get banned or did he just leave? I don't know. Maybe Chatbox got scared when we were talking about trolls. I don't know. Because he come into the chat and wrote LOL and then started talking, so I was scared to death that it was gonna start. I'm gonna be honest, Horror Goddess, it happened to me too. I started my channel the beginning of January, and 2 weeks later I started a Twitter. And legitimately, the first day my Twitter went up, I got a hater and one of my besties all in one day. The hater came first and then the bestie came next, so the bestie equaled out the hater, but it legitimately made me cry as well. So the thing though about social media is, after all, you do have to almost be really tough-skinned and be able to dish it right back. And I'm not always great at it. A lot of times I'm probably more hateful than the troll is, but yeah, I told everybody that you were putting your son to bed. She had a flash and threw her puppy at some guy. I feel bad for her, but I also probably feel worse for the puppy. I really do. And maybe the guy, because I imagine I don't even know what he probably did to have a puppy thrown at him. German Shepherd puppy. Someone because the guy asked her a question. Okay, he left. Okay, I didn't know if he got banned. I thought maybe something else happened. Yeah, I know. I didn't think it was you, Outrome. I was asking Evil because you guys are so quick. I have to ask sometimes. Or KO. I agree, Leon. I probably would be too. I really hope they took the puppy away from her because I mean she's throwing the dog. I don't know. I don't have sympathy for people who throw dogs. I had an ex that threw my dog repeatedly, and I just don't have tolerance for that. Children and animals should not be hurt by a person. Right after that, your significant other shouldn't be hurt by another person. So, yeah, social media is junior high. It really is. The only difference is we're not talking about who, what, when, and where, and what designer clothes you're wearing. It's all about how many friends you have and how many people in your group has really great numbers on YouTube. I know. I really want to like grab that pupper and be like, "Come here, puppy. Nobody should hurt you." Good. I'm glad he wouldn't let her have it back. I don't blame him. If she was willing to throw her puppy at some guy for asking a question, then I'd be like, "Dang it, girl, you ain't getting that dog back." Mm-mm. I'm trying to think. As the night progresses, I start getting kind of tired, and I'm like, ugh. What's BitChute? I'm gonna have to look that up. Because I'm for once gonna join something when everybody else starts joining them. Because like when TikTok started, I was like, oh, I ain't gonna join that. I joined years after it starts, and now I'm like, dang it, if I would have joined when it first started, like everybody else, I probably would have broke through. Like if I would have started YouTube when everybody else did, I would be okay. So BitChute, okay. Thank you, Leon, for coming by. I always enjoy when you come by. Oh, I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna write that down, start checking them out because I got some pretty good videos I can upload there. I think I've got like 300 videos on my channel. I've got enough. Hello, Trixie and Duke. I was real stupid today. I wore tennis shoes. So when I got home, I'm like, I'm not wearing any more tennis shoes today. I'm going to get in some flip-flops because I like to go as close as I can to being barefooted. Well, I walked a mile at the park in flip-flops. And somehow the rubber on my flip-flop rubbed in between my foot and my toes. And I have a giant blister that hurts really bad. And it's going to be fun at work tomorrow. And I'm sitting right here holding my foot just going, oh, it hurts already. Stomping on my leg. Hi, Technical Marshall. How are you doing? How are you on this Wednesday? Because I'm going to be honest with you. It's not been bad. But it's been like a Monday, Wednesday. Oh, there's alternative to TikTok called Likey. I need to try that one too. Creepypasta.com. I believe you can narrate the stories. I don't think I don't think you have to you don't have to ask unless they specifically said you have to ask. I believe that's how it works. Or at least if it's not, I have not found where you can ask them. So, I mean, some some places will leave like a little link where you can click and ask them to narrate their story, but 90% of the stories don't have that. So I would say it's well, oh gosh. Then I'm gonna be honest with you, about 50 other narrators are gonna be in trouble too, because they narrate the stories as well. So I don't know how that works, but I'm gonna check out the BitChute and the Likey. I'm gonna get into this stuff. I am not going to be late to the game anymore. I'm gonna try to be. And Boggs, you're right. Every time Leon comes around, I immediately think of Resident Evil. So when I always want to be like, "How's Claire? Where's Chris?" I love the name Leon. I'm not making fun of it. I love the name. I think you're asking what country I'm in. I'm in America. What country are you from? I'll check. The last story I read, that had like a little box underneath the story, and it said, if you want to narrate the story, click this link and ask the narrator. And I'm awesome. Hi. Hi from India. Well, hi to India. I'm from, anyway, I can never get my wording right anymore. Yeah, how is India? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've always wanted to visit there. I find it awesome and interesting to want to, I want to visit. But on the stories, I think I clicked on it and I could ask that narrator, but then the next story I picked said, unless specified, you can narrate the story. So I guess maybe it just depends on the narrator. There might be some people that are affiliated with Chilling Tales to Tell in the Dark, and if you narrate their story, they do get mad. Like, you have to ask permission to do those stories. And I'll be honest with you, if you're not with Chilling Tales, you're not going to be allowed to narrate them. Because I've found several stories. I was like, oh, I would love to narrate that story. And then right there, it says Chilling Tales to Tell in the Dark. And I'm like, I ain't going to get to read that one. Because I'm not affiliated with them. I can't read it. So, I almost got close to being on Chilling Tales to Tell in the Dark. There was somebody that read stories on their channel, and we talked, and he was working me into narrating on their channel, and then he stopped narrating, so I never got a chance to start. So, oh well. Yes, I'm in America. That's probably what I meant. Either way. Yes, I think it's Chilling Tales for Dark Nights, yeah. Well, like Otis Diary and a lot of other good ones. But one of them was on there. And he messaged me saying like that I had such a wonderful female voice, and that it would be really, really awesome if I would try to narrate something, and he would send it to them. And I narrated like this hour story. I'm not joking. I narrated this hour story. I don't know if Darkest Side remembers, but he did some lines in it for me at the time, and which really made my ex mad. And he did some and we did music and a bunch of sound effects. I mean, we went all out for this thing to try to get me into that channel, and he left, and that was the last I ever heard about it. So Otis got fired from them? I don't keep up with them ever since like it fell through for me to narrate with them. I've not kept up with it. So that's really bad. I like Otis. There's very few people on that channel that oh, my niece just mentioned me on TikTok, and it was on one of my videos. Oh, okay. One of my first narrations I heard from that channel was him, and it was amazing. I can't think of it, but it was very chilling. Very fitting for the channel. It's very chilling. But I do have to tell you guys something, okay? I had a video that I posted last week. Oh, they even deleted the stuff from the... Well, I'll never hear that story again. That stinks. But last week I uploaded a video. It was a Joji review. And this is where the horror comes in. If you notice, I usually have my door behind me, but I've shifted over here to the outside. I did my Joji review. It was after dark. Everybody went to bed. And I had my back to the back door. I never noticed in the video, but somebody opened... Sorry, guys. For some reason, my phone is not charging. You're right, Daniel, that did happen. But I had my back to the back door, and I don't know what happened, but the door opened. Like, you see almost 90% of the video, the door is shut. You don't see nothing. You don't hear nothing. Everybody's in bed. At some point, the door is open, and for the last 20 minutes of the video, there is somebody standing in the door. That is not anybody I know. And their eyes were glowing. I did not pick up on this. Somebody messaged me on Instagram and said, have you checked out your video, your last week's video? And I was like, what, the Joji review? Yeah, I keep up with it, you know, when people comment. And no, there's, like, if you notice, the door's not behind me in this one. Usually when I do live streams, the door is always behind me. If you notice, this is the porch going out into the yard. I do not have the door behind me this time. But they messaged me like, have you watched the last 20 or 30 minutes of your Joji review? And I'm like, why, was there something wrong? Because I mean, that really upset me because I worked so hard on that video. And there's nothing wrong, but did you notice, like, you're talking and all of a sudden the door's opened and there's somebody standing there in the frame, and they just stand there perfectly still for like 20-30 minutes of the video. Their eyes are glowing, and it's creepy as all get out. And I'm like, there's nobody in the video. I shot that video at like 1 in the morning. There was nobody up. There's no way that door should have been open. There should not have been anybody standing there. And sure enough, I play the video back, and it looks like there's somebody standing there. It actually, my mom says it looks like 2 people standing there. But one's kind of catacornered behind the other one, barely looking around. And you just see, and they literally just stand there perfectly still for 20-30 minutes, just staring at the back of my head. And I don't know. I haven't checked it because I don't want to be weirded out. But if you notice, the door is not behind me because I didn't want it to happen again. Because it may have just been a glitch, but that door should not have been opened. And there's nobody standing there. It's 1 in the morning. There's nobody up. And that's why I intentionally shot that video at 1 in the morning. Because I wanted to do that video with no interruptions. Nobody getting into frames. Nobody having to cut stuff out. I wanted a straight shot on the video. And I have not looked up. I don't know if it's true or not. It wasn't a live stream. It was an actual video. Like, I premiered the video. And they said they watched it on their computer, so it was bigger. They watched it in full screen on their computer. So it's supposed to be the last 20 or 30 minutes of it. I have not checked it out. I just got kind of creeped me out to know that somebody might have been watching me for 20 or 30 minutes. But they said they watched it on their computer so they could see it. So that might be why, yes, it's a Joji Nectar video. I haven't checked it out. I don't know if they're full of crap and they're just scaring the crap out of me. But like I said, they didn't watch it on their phone because they said probably on your phone you won't be able to see it. But they watched it on their computer. And they watched it like at work and was like, what is that? And they said that they knew that it couldn't have been faked because it was a music review for Joji. Why would I put horror in there? And so I don't know. I'm gonna blow it up on my computer and see if it's really there, probably tomorrow. And if it is, I'm gonna cut that out and mute the video and play it probably on one of my vlogs for next week. Because I've went to some haunted places recently, and I've videotaped where I was at. So, that's going to be my vlog next week. Is I went to some haunted places and shot some weird, strange stuff. So if that's true and I find it, I'm gonna blow it up and show you guys next week in the video. So I don't know. Like I said, he may have been like totally full of it, but he said that you could see like look like a little girl wearing a dress with glowing eyes staring at me, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna blow it up and see, and if it looks like it might be somebody standing there, I'll blow it up. And we'll discuss it next week in a video. So it's interesting. I'm going to look it up. And I'm going to figure it out. Because I don't know. I went back and looked at because I have a kitchen table sitting there. And I was trying to see if like maybe there was something that just projected what looked like a person. I couldn't find anything. It was just a chair sitting there. And there's no way that the chair would have anything glowing. The lights were off. It was pitch black. Oh yeah, like I said, Daniel, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow it up on my computer, and if I find what he's talking about, we'll discuss it in the next video. Because I don't know, I haven't looked yet, but he told me about it, and I was like, I'm not looking. Okay, Evil commented on the video and he put a timestamp on where it's at. So either he's seen something, because I think he's on his computer right now. So he may have seen it. 4324, yeah, that's what I seen. Oh, so Evil or Outrun, one of the two commented on it. So I'll check that out. 4324. Yeah, because that's almost, that's toward the end of the video. So, I mean, I did this at 1 o'clock in the morning. There was nothing out, and then the kitchen behind me was completely dark. Yeah, the door's gone, and it looks like there is a little girl standing there with short bobbed hair and glowing eyes. That's what he said. So I'm going to blow it up on my computer and see if I can find it. And, talking about it's freaking me out. Also, if you're on your phone, it might be too small. I don't know. He said he had a bigger computer, and he said he's seen. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm gonna check it out because all the animals were like, after I got done shooting, I closed everything up and went into the kitchen. There was nothing in there. There was nobody. There was nothing. I had turned the lights on because it freaked me out. I was in the dark, and we've never had any issues at this house being haunted, so I thought that was strange that he met it may have been the cat, but I'm just saying when I went in, yeah, I'm just gonna have to look. I don't know what he's talking about. I've never had issues in this house. I've never had any hauntings. I mean, I've made some jokes, some weird stuff has happened, but it's not haunting. So when he made the comment, he may have just was hoping to find something because I'm a horror channel. So I don't know. Whatever. I've never had any issues here. I've never been haunted. Never had a ghost here. The last house I lived in had issues. So I don't know. He may have just seen something. Like you guys said, it might have been the cat. It may have been the door. I don't know. I'll look at it. But I know it did bother me enough that I did not want to shoot with the door behind me tonight. So okay, you're looking at your phone. I'm gonna check because I have not seen it. And my mom said when she was watching it, she noticed something at the door, but she didn't think nothing about it because like I was just, you know, it wasn't a horror video, so why? That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if maybe he saw the cat and it just looked like a person because he's seen like eyes. So, Yeah, I'm fixing to go to bed too, so don't worry, horror goddess. I'm fixing to hit the hay too, because I just realized that it's almost 10 o'clock and I wasn't supposed to live stream. So I imagine my son's gonna be mad because he's laying in bed waiting. He was supposed to be waiting for me, but I imagine he is asleep. So guys, I think we're gonna wrap this up. I just thought that would be something really funny to end the chat. Well, not funny. Well, it is kind of funny because I really think it was nothing, that he just saw something. But if he wants to see something, I'm gonna blow it up. And it's 9:53 for me. So for me, it's late because I gotta work tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure that he just seen my cat's eyes and assumed that there was a body attached to it. Either way, it's fun that people find weird, strange things on my videos. That just tells me that they're really watching the video enough that they can pick up on stuff. So I have to say it's funny, because like I said, I've never been haunted before, and my house has never been haunted. It's not haunted. So him seeing something, I was like, "You sure?" But I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to sound rude. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Do not forget to hit the follow, subscribe button. Since we're on YouTube, let's be politically correct. Subscribe button should be, I think it's right here. Somewhere right here. And somewhere over there by the subscribe button is the bell button. And then above that is the like. Don't hit the dislike. No. Like. Stay away from the dislike. Pretend it's not there. And then share. So if you can do that, YouTube will smile upon the video and say, "Bless you, Lily. We shall help you with your algorithms." Anyway, guys. Also, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I'm not too much on Twitter. Sorry, guys, I'm not. But I love you guys. I'm going to shut up. I have a problem with doing that. And I hope you guys have a great week. I may try to live stream on Saturday because Friday is a concert, so I ain't gonna be here. But on Saturday, I will try to live stream, fingers crossed, if I'm not dead from work. And I love you guys. Oh, I got to end the video right. And as always, I love you. And I will see you Saturday. Bye.